Students, today let us study about historiography in the post-independence era. That means after getting independence, some of the writers group started to rise or come up here in India. So over which ideology exactly they started to write, that's what you are coming to know with the help of given details. Now, along with writing the dynastic histories, the cultural, social, economic histories were also being written. Scholars of the post-independence era began to feel the need of writing histories of various communities, sciences, economic systems, political ideologies, cultural aspects, etc. The historiography of this era has been influenced mainly by three ideological schools. First one, Marxist history. Second, subaltern history. Third, feminist history. So that you have come across to some extent saying that after getting independence, some of the writers thought that they have to write histories not as similar as the earlier period. Several kinds of social units they have identified and in which they find certain kinds of limitations which are getting practiced. So to make the society to know about such kind of limitations and to come out of those, several writers started to write so that as a result economic system, political ideologies, next to that different kinds of sciences as well as various communities were actually being got taken as subject matter of their writing. As a result, altogether, after gaining independence, we got to see the ideological scholars were got concentrated on Marxist history, next to that downtrodden history or else subaltern history, and one more group rose here, that is feminist history. Feminist history means you know very well, saying that even women writers tried their best to even write as well as give importance for a contribution made by women to that of the society. Marxist history. The concern for the means of production, modes of production, and the industrial relations were at the center in the writings of Marxist historians. Accordingly, to analyze the impact of every social event of significance has remained the basic theme of Marxist historiography. So, you may be knowing the Karl Marx to some extent. Das Kapital is his book. And one more treatise of his is none other than the Communist Manifesto. So that Marxist was of the opinion saying that in a given society always there remains two groups, one is of haves and one more is of a have-nots. Have-not, sorry. That means rich as well as poor is naturally going to exist in this society, in which rich people always going to have the means of production under their control. As a result, the poor group is going to be get exploited by the rich ones, and the exploitation met group finally unites together and retaliates the exploitators and becomes able to gain power in their hand. This is what is of Karl Marx theory. So that this kind of ideology actually can be seen in the writings of this Marxist history or else these scholars. So that their main concern was nothing but means of production, as well as next to that how modes of production means how the production is going to take place, as well as industrial relations of human beings. Over all this actually their writings concentrate. Accordingly, to analyze the impact of every social event of significance has remained the basic. So that while writing they have analyzed almost all kinds of most important or significant social events gained importance in their writing, or else that has been got considered as the basic theme of the Marxist historians. Marxist historians in India studied the transitions within the caste system. Among the notable Indian historians who adopted Marxist ideological framework, scholars like Damodar Dharmanand Kosambi, Comrade Shripad Amrit Dange, Ram Sharan Sharma, Comrade Sharash Patil have contributed notably. Comrade Dange was one of the founder members of the Indian Communist Party. Primitive Communism to Slavery, the book written by him represents Marxist historiography. Comrade, Comrade Dange, or else friend Dange, popularly known as, he actually had given highest importance to that of writing his writings based upon Marxist historiography. That means here importance has been given to that of a Marxist ideology, saying that the poor group how exactly gets exploited by the rich ones has been explained. And also in this Marxist history, importance has also been gained for the caste system through their writing, means they have went against the casteism which was getting practiced here in India.